Welcome to News Stripped Down, you guys. Where I dig through the news and weed out all the nonsense so you guys don't have to. 30 minutes or less. Why? Because anything longer than that's probably just BS, anyways. So today's April 10th, 2026. It's Friday, the end of the week, you guys. I'm done writing. Hey, James. I'm done writing for the week. I need a break. My brain hurts. It's +3 outside Celsius in southwestern Manitoba today. That's 7.4 degrees Fahrenheit to you guys down in the United States. Wow, weather's getting nice. That snowstorm we got was that Monday night into Tuesday where we got 10 to 15 centimeters of snow. Most of that snow is pretty much all gone now, but it's very gross and mucky. Starting to deal with the mold in the grass, and now we're starting to get those fall allergies. I just had a buddy ask me the other day. He's down in Florida. He's like, "You still have snow?" Yeah, hopefully that was the last dump we had. But let's get into the news. Rolls-Royce just filed a patent for a hydrogen engine system that will convert turbine aircraft engines from av fuel to hydrogen. This is a two-part system that preheats the extremely cold hydrogen fuel with its own hydrogen. Uh, and yeah, it's going to be preheating the hydrogen with its own hydrogen before it hits the main fuel system. This greatly improves the efficientness of using hydrogen. And Artemis 2 is coming back to Earth here. It's supposed to be splashing down at 7:07 Central PM time. So yeah, you guys get ready for that. Be a little interesting. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. It's a splashdown. Blah blah blah. We've watched so many of those. There is some controversy that they had some issues with the shielding underneath. I think they figured that out last time, and now they're going to be bringing in the ship at a different angle to try and get the heat signature more centered on the base of the uh, re-entry vehicle. So yeah, 7:07 p.m. Central Time is when they're supposed to expected to land. So if you guys want to start watching that around 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time, probably get a good view of that. But I'm not going to be watching that today, you guys. And over to Iran here. Despite the ceasefire with conditional conditions on Iran, or despite the ceasefire, which is conditionally on Iran of reopening the Strait of Hormuz, there hasn't been much change in the traffic in the last 48 hours, with some Chinese-run Costco tankers testing their luck with very little success, as some just stopped just short at the choke point of the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, China said they had got some vessels. India, I guess, is paying some blackmail fees towards Iran to get some of their ships through. But yeah, China's Costco shipping company, yeah, they're testing the waters, literally. But yeah, they didn't make it through. So I guess they're just waiting for approval to just come on through now. But yeah, there's still quite a bottleneck of ships waiting to come through there. Quite a few ships just stuck there. There's no way to get through. No exit. One way in. And Canada, over to Canada. Canada purchased 11 MQ drones, probably better known as the Reaper drone or AKA the Predator B drone, from US based General Atomics Aeronautical Systems. The $2.49 billion purchase will include ground control stations, initial weapons, and support services. The first of these systems will be limited in its armament capabilities and will expect shipments by 2028. And then coming back to these, like, Canada wants to be a part of this. I was talking about this yesterday with Spain, Germany, and Britain on the new next gen aircraft. With the technology it's coming up with drones now, do we really need man in the aircraft? I know military say there's nothing better than having a person in the aircraft, having life changing things around you constantly, right? And just the human brain works a little bit different. But I think in the next like 5 years here, I don't think we're gonna see manned aircraft at all. You're gonna be sitting. These pilots will be sitting just like I am right now, from home, the safety of their home, sitting there fighting wars. And what was his name? Bob Demart would be so proud of this moment right now. If he had only been born, maybe another 10, 15 years later than when he was born, he'd be on top of this drone technology, and everyone in this country in Canada would have a military drone backed by the Canadian government. Think about that. Just planes as far as the eye could see. Imagine if every Canadian was running a drone. No air force in the world would be able to touch us. Yeah, so poor Bob Deemert. Rest in peace, bud. And the UK's Green leader, Zach Polinsky, is calling out Starmer to ban US from using United Kingdom Air Force bases, also calling to impose sanctions on Israel, which he says have been behaving in a completely uncontrolled way. And you know what? Trump, I think, would agree with that last statement. I think Trump is starting to get fed up with what Israel's doing. Um, and getting involved in this conflict, it was Israel in the first place. It was Israel who pushed the go ahead to start attacking Iran. So I don't know, but when it comes down to Starmer, I don't know, where is he? Anyone know where he is? Like, is he alive? Did he get taken out? Like, what's going on? Well, if he's just going to be full of lies in the first place, what's the point of him even speaking? So whatever. Oh, and there's over to Manitoba news. A shuttle service in Manitoba is offering transportation from Brandon to Winnipeg for air services for people taking flights out of Winnipeg, but at a cost. A one-way trip through Travel X Shuttle Company will cost you $150 per person for a 200-kilometer drive with a minimum of two people. So you're looking at $300 to travel 200 kilometers if you want to catch a plane from Brandon to Winnipeg. Okay, now let me think about this. Let's break this down. Tank of gas for me to go to Winnipeg there and back, $70. Okay, so right there, there's 3 trips to Winnipeg there and back. And not only that, what's parking cost in Winnipeg at the airport? Around $35. Okay, so, and that's per week. So I could drive to Winnipeg 3 times there and back and also park my car in Winnipeg at the airport for 2 weeks at a cost of $300. This is like, and with Greyhound and Grey Goose bus line services being canceled through parts of Ontario, Manitoba, well, completely canceled in Manitoba and Saskatchewan and parts of Ontario. There's nowhere for people to like travel cheaply with all these bus companies and shuttle services just slowly disappearing. There's nowhere for like northern places to get to like medical appointments, doctor's appointments, or just going to the city to get supplies that you can't normally get in a small community. Uh, yeah, but we need another kind of Greyhound slash Grey Goose bus line kind of system that runs through Northern Ontario, Manitoba, and Saskatchewan. But everyone who's been trying to have a go at it has had very little success and has ended up canceling services. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, $300 for 2 people to go 200 kilometers. I don't even think a taxi cab would charge you that much. I believe for me to go from Carberry to Brandon, which is roughly, what is that, around 75 kilometers, it would cost me $30 if I took a cab. No, $100. It cost me $100 to take a 70 some kilometer drive. Yeah, crazy. And after 15 years, Canada news, sorry, after 15 years of litigation, class action lawsuit from Ontario, Quebec, and Saskatchewan, lawsuit against Bayer Pharmaceuticals has agreed to a settlement of $9 million after women took Yasmin birth control pills and developed blood clots and gallbladder disease. The oral contraceptives Yaz and Yasmin was neglect in marking products without adequate warnings about potential serious side effects. And if you guys don't remember Yasmin, I remember this. They were really pushing this to high school students when I was growing up. And yeah, there were some serious side effects. If you were a smoker and taking Yasmin, your your potential risk of having blood clots and dying was greatly increased. I think it was almost 60% if you were a smoker. And then for Bayer to settle this class action lawsuit, a lot of people got sick. Some people even died after taking this birth control. And for Bayer to settle this out of court for $9 million, this should be more like $9 billion. They had people coming in pushing this birth control. They had doctors pushing this birth control for people to take, knowing that these people were smokers. Doctors didn't care, but yet Bayer's going to sit here and settle this out of court. And you know what that means that they settled out of court? They're admitting wrongdoing without admitting wrongdoing, is why they're settling out of court. And this is just one of the many class action lawsuits against Bayer. Don't forget, they just had the one with the Roundup, also owned by Bayer, aka Monsanto's. And they just settled another agreement out of court due to the fact that Roundup is killing people. Yes, big pharma gets out a lot away with everything, but the reason that they get away with it is because they do these settlements. They shouldn't be allowing them to make these settlements because it's saying that they're guilty without saying they're guilty, and then that's it. Now you can't sue them again. That's it. And if you're down in the states, double jeopardy law. Once you sue a company for something, you can't go after them again. So, like, say you find some other underlying issues that, say, this Yasmin created, or say Roundup created after the fact that you sued them and they've already settled, you can't go back after them. It's ridiculous. And that $9 million, yeah, it should be more like $9 billion. And that's supposed to be spread across Ontario, Manitoba, and no, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Quebec. No, yeah, Ontario, Quebec, and Saskatchewan. So nine, yeah. So everyone's gonna get $3 million per province. Woo! Yeah, that's gonna make a real big change, and that's really gonna help the people that had to deal with the illness or the loss of loved ones due to the fact of taking this medication. Ridiculous. Oh, and this is kind of general Canada, US. As wood tick season is coming up, people are starting to get worried about the potential Lyme disease and alpha gal syndrome. Alpha gal syndrome, if you guys don't know what this is, it's a sugar protein that the wood ticks carry in them. And once this protein is put into your body, you can gain an allergy to red meat, which would include beef, pork, and even dairy products too. So you could have a complete allergy against those, making you a permanent vegetarian. But there are some good signs about this. There is some technology that's coming out that's saying that these ticks could have the answer to finding an answer to autoimmune disease. So scientists are working on this. They're thinking that maybe this alpha protein, once it's broken down and kind of reconfigured, it could be a potential cure to autoimmune disease. So good for them on figuring that out, well, working on that. But also, there's word that some cattle farmers and ranchers are finding mysterious boxes in their pastures full of wood ticks. They have no idea where these boxes are coming from. There's no video evidence. Well, these are pastures. Who's going to have cameras in cattle pastures? But this is, yeah, multiple cattle ranchers across the United States have announced that, yeah, we're finding boxes of wood ticks, which is very suspicious. I don't know if this is like some Ori Solomon kind of stuff or this Jesse Zhao guy. Like, something's going on here. This can't be like US government leaving boxes of ticks somewhere, but yeah, Still, if I ever hear anything about this or if I dig into this a little bit more, I'll let you guys know. But that's a little worrisome. That's a little worrisome. Playing with biochemical weapons right there, and that's kind of funny. Just wait, I'll get to that at the end. And also, some major projects on to regenerate a rainforest. The Isle of Man has surpassed its goal of planting 30,000 trees. That's not bad, 30,000 trees. If we could all, as a human society, all plant one tree a year, or even so, like uh, plant two, three trees, grab a handful of trees. It's not hard to plant a tree. But if we could all plant a tree, I almost guarantee we could help reduce the global temperature and, you know, create more fresh air as well, take more carbon dioxide out of the air. But yeah, if we could all do that, we could make a world so much a better place just by planting a tree. You don't have to hold somebody's hand. You don't have to open a door for anybody. You want to make the world a better place? Plant some trees this year. Go find some Nanking cherries. Those are great trees to plant, and they grow like weeds. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the news today, April 10th, 2026. For news stripped down, 30 minutes or less. Why? Because anything longer than that's just BS. If you guys like the news like this, hit the like and subscribe button. I'm here Monday to Friday, 4 to 4:30 p.m. Central Time. And let's end everything off on things that happened today in history. April 10th, 1815, Mount Tambora erupts in the Dutch East Indies, killing 71,000 people and causing a global volcanic ice age. Oh, sorry, not ice age, winter. Volcanic winter. April 10th, 1858, Big Ben's 13.76-ton bell was recast at Whitechapel Bell Factory. Foundry, sorry, not factory. April 10th, 1972, the US, USSR, and 70 nations agree to ban biochemical weapons. Are wood ticks in there? Are wood ticks under biochemical weapons? Because I'm pretty sure that's what these farmers are finding in their fields here. Boxes of wood ticks. Just biochemical, yeah. The ban of biochemical weapons. Yeah, that's somebody's doing something with it. And April 10th, 1998, Good Friday Agreement was signed between Northern Ireland and Britain. And April 10th, 1953, movie The House of Wax, the first 3D colored movie, premiered in New York City. Oh yeah, that peanut butter thing. I remember growing up as a kid. We never had peanut butter allergies. I didn't realize peanut butter allergies until I think my 6th year in judo, where some kid I was fighting apparently had a peanut allergy. So what did I go and do before we fought? Did our tournament match? I went and ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah, I won that match pretty good. See, that's using mental warfare. Mental warfare. Some people say you could have killed him. No, just the smell of the peanut butter off of me. Yeah, he didn't want to touch me. So that's think smarter, not harder. I think that was genius. My judo teacher even thought that was genius. He was like, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. Like, that kid didn't even want to touch you. I was like, I know, I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before I went and fought him. And normally I don't eat at all. I fast. The last time I eat before I go into a judo tournament is the night before. I'll probably eat around 8 o'clock and then I'll fast the whole day and then go in for my weigh-ins. And April 10th, 1970, Paul McCartney had announced the breakup of the Beatles. Yeah, the big breakup. And then April 10th, 1912, the Titanic set for its maiden voyage. Yeah, didn't make it to its final destination. Ooh. And famous birthdays, April 10th, 1829 to 1912, William Booth. He was 83. William Booth, he was the co founder of the Salvation Army. Yeah. in 1912. April 10th, 1847 to 1911, Joseph Pulitzer. He was 64. He was a famous journalist. And then one of the universities came up with the Prize, which a lot of people probably heard about. But that's where it all started. It's due to the fact that that journalist, and it started off as a an award for excellence in journalism, and then it's kind of broadened out to sciences and other things. And April 10th, 1915 to 2011, Harry Morgan. He was 96 when he passed. You probably know him best for the TV series MASH and Dragnet. And April 10th, 1936 to 2021, John Maiden. He was 70, or sorry, he was 85 when he passed. Famous NFL coach and sportscaster. And there's a lot of video games, Madden, Maiden, yeah, NFL, yeah, all based off of him as a character. Well, his name. And then April 10th, 1951. Oh, Steven Seagal is 75 today. Oh, that guy's just weird. I wonder if he's still in Russia right now hanging out, or is he living in the States again? He really chummed it up with Putin pretty good. And April 10th, 1984, Mandy Moore. She's 42. She's a singer and voice actor. She played, was it Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty in one of the newer revamps of one of the Disney movies. And April 10th, 1988, Hadley Joe Osment is 38. Haley, you probably remember him. He was the kid on Sixth Sense. I see dead people. He still looks like that same kid, even though he's gained quite a bit of weight, but he still looks like that little kid. Some people say I still look like the same kid from when I grew up. And April 10th, 1992, Daisy Ridley. She's 34. She's from the newer Star Wars series, like the newer ones that came out with 2017. Yeah, so she's in the newer series. And that's pretty much it for birthdays. And there's another week of news. I am so glad I don't have to write anymore for tomorrow, you guys. Uh, tell you the truth, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Maybe clean up the apartment a little bit. Clean everything in sections. But yeah, you guys like the news like this? Hit the like button, subscribe. I'm here Monday to Friday, 4 to 4:30 p.m. Central Time, for news with 30 minutes or less. Because anything longer than that's just BS, anyways. And I'll be back for Monday's show unless something crazy happens this weekend where I have to go live. But oh yeah, and then Artemis 2 is going to be splashing down today at 7:07 p.m. Central Time. So if you guys want to watch that, I recommend tuning in to NASA around 6 o'clock because yeah, the splashdown is expected to be for 7:07. So you want to be there a little bit earlier. But I'm not going to be watching that, you guys. I'll just watch the highlights after because even watching that space launch, yeah. The only reason I watched it because an anomaly. I was waiting for an anomaly. Uh, kind of like the Challenger disaster. See if there was going to be a replay of the Challenger disaster. But all of you guys have a great weekend. I will be back for Monday's show, 4 o'clock Central Time. And yeah, you guys have a great weekend. If I don't see you on Monday, have a great week. And yeah, I'm out of here. Oh, hey, Crystal. Oh, but yeah, I'm out of here. You guys have a great weekend. Peace. And if there's anything you guys want me to talk about in the news or something I haven't brought up, please leave in the comments and let me know for sure. I do have other people sending me stuff too, so it's okay. You can blow up my text or my email. Oh, I think I pulled my email from my on YouTube. I might have, but whatever. For you that have my email, you got it. Well, I'm out of here. Peace out, everyone, and I will see you on Monday. Oh. Waka 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 waka.